What would happen if the United States actually attacked Iran? Would it start with missiles, fighter jets, or something far more advanced and invisible? In this video, we reveal a step-by-step breakdown of how a U.S. military strike on Iran might unfold. From stealth bombers and cyber warfare to bunker-busting bombs and real-time drone strikes. From the skies above to the bunkers deep below, this is how America could launch a devastating first strike on Iran without warning. The target: Iran's nuclear sites. At the heart of any U.S. operation would be one goal: neutralize Iran's ability to build nuclear weapons. Iran has multiple high-value nuclear sites. Fordo Fuel Enrichment Plant, buried deep inside a mountain near Qom. Natanz Facility, Iran's largest uranium enrichment site, reinforced with steel and concrete. Isfahan, critical for converting uranium into gas form. Arak Heavy Water Reactor, essential in producing weapons-grade plutonium. These locations are heavily defended by Russian-built S-300 air defense systems, radar installations spread across the country, dozens of missile defense batteries, and anti-aircraft artillery. To break through this defense network, the U.S. wouldn't send regular jets or infantry. They'd start with a ghost. First strike, the B-2 Spirit arrives. The opening move would likely be carried out by the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, the world's most advanced long-range strike aircraft. Flying from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, B-2s can travel 6,900 miles without refueling, and they'd reach Iranian airspace completely undetected. Each B-2 would carry up to 40,000 pounds of precision bombs, including GBU-57 MOP, Massive Ordnance Penetrator, a 30,000-pound bomb capable of drilling through 200-plus feet of rock and reinforced concrete. JDAMs, Joint Direct Attack Munitions, GPS-guided bombs for surgical strikes. These stealth bombers would fly in at night, at high altitude, and drop their payloads directly over Fordo and Natanz, potentially crippling Iran's nuclear infrastructure in a single wave. Iran's radar likely won't even see them coming. Precision bombing and cyber warfare. While bombs fall, an unseen battle begins in cyberspace. The U.S. would launch cyber attacks to disable Iran's key systems. Radar and air defense networks. Military communication lines. Command and control centers. Power grids around nuclear sites. These hacks would blind Iran's defenses, making it impossible to coordinate a counterattack. This wouldn't be the first time. In 2010, the Stuxnet virus, believed to be developed by the U.S. and Israel, physically sabotaged Iranian centrifuges, showing how effective digital warfare can be. And alongside the cyber attack, EA-18G Growlers, America's top electronic warfare jets, would jam communications and radars across key sectors. The result? Total confusion and paralysis. Cruise missiles and drones. With airspace compromised, the U.S. Navy joins the operation. From ships and submarines in the Persian Gulf and Arabian Sea, hundreds of Tomahawk cruise missiles would be launched. Targets include air bases and command centers, missile launch platforms, reinforced bunkers, Iran's Ministry of Defense and IRGC bases. Meanwhile, high-altitude RQ-4, Global Hawks, and armed MQ-9 Reapers would loiter over Iranian airspace, feeding live intelligence to commanders. The drones could track mobile missile launchers, strike moving targets, support special operations teams on the ground if deployed later. This is multi-domain warfare, with every attack coordinated in real time across air, sea, cyber, and space. Iran's response: escalation or deterrence. Iran wouldn't sit still. The likely retaliation would include ballistic missile attacks on U.S. bases in Qatar, UAE, and Bahrain, Naval mines or missile attacks to close the Strait of Hormuz. Activation of Hezbollah and other proxies to attack U.S. and Israeli targets in the region. Cyber attacks against U.S. infrastructure or banks. Such a response could cause oil prices to surge, disrupt global trade routes, spark a wider Middle East conflict. Why it hasn't happened. Yet the U.S. has the capability to devastate Iran's nuclear infrastructure in hours. But the cost of escalation, global, economic, and political, remains high. That's why Washington has stuck with diplomacy, sanctions, and covert sabotage. For now, but make no mistake, the blueprint is ready. If ordered, this entire operation could unfold in less than 72 hours, from stealth bombers to cyber strikes to drone kills. The Shadow War, waiting to ignite. A strike on Iran wouldn't just be a military mission. It would be a geopolitical earthquake. Fast, silent, devastating, but also full of unpredictable consequences. So what do you think? Would America really strike first? Or is this just part of a long game of nuclear deterrence? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And let us know, should we break down how Iran might strike back next? Because in the modern battlefield, the real war often begins long before the first missile flies.